What is up, guys? It is Kaz the Weeb, and I am here with your coach of the LA Yampers, Shiro Nuka. Can you say hi, Shiro?
Hi there. Whee.
Okay, I had to shut the door real quick because I heard echo. But yeah, I'm doing the intro here, but this is for Shiro's team. She's never done one of these before, and like she's still, I would say, pretty new to Draft League. She's helped me a lot. I'm sure if you guys have watched this and watched my videos, you've heard me shout out Shiro a lot because she does help me team build. So she does have some good experience team building, but she has only done a couple drafts herself. So definitely still in the learning process. And this will be your first time doing videos. We're just doing them for fun. Hopefully we can get all the videos up, but no promises in case stuff comes up. But we're going to try our best. And we wanted to do a fun little draft analysis. Nothing, just very casual. We have Showdown up. Gonna show them on there instead of like a whole edited video like I do for mine. And yeah, Shiro and I are just gonna go over her team, and that's about it, guys. So buckle up, lock in, and watch the video. So you want to go over your first pick? What did you get first, Shiro?
So this is gonna be for a Natdex Shitmons. So some of these mods are gonna look very questionable to people, right? So the first mod we drafted was a Thwacky, sitting at 18 points. Our first mod
one
was
of
at
the
18
high
points.
costs.
Yeah. So like
Expensive fella.
he is. He's so expensive, right? But he has good abilities, right? The Grassy Surge is like a typical. Am I streaming? I'm streaming.
Oh no.
Hi,
Start recording.
King.
Oh.
Now it's a stream, and we're gonna turn this to a VOD.
Yep.
Welcome to the draft analysis.
No, that's awkward.
Yeah, see, totally. First time, right?
Yep. It's awkward in a funny way. This is great. Well, this will be a VOD, and then we'll make it into a video.
Yeah, I realized it when King came in and he dropped all the emotes on me, and I'm like, where did these emotes come from?
All right, let's continue then. So yeah, Grassy Siege is a great ability, and yeah, he gets strong priority with Grassy Glide too.
Yeah, Grassy Glide, and then we can do some silly shenanigans using like acrobatics. So we can do like a Grassy Seed, Grassy Surge set, make him bulky, hit with the acrobatics. That's gonna be a nice, good, like, what was it, 105 power? 105?
It's good for 110.
110.
Yeah, it's good for fighting other grass types in case the grass tries to wall him. He can run like Swords Dance, Grassy Seed, Swords Dance, Acro, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
it's sad.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's sad he doesn't get high horsepower when he's a little form instead of like Rillaboom, but like he still has some okay coverage.
He has a lot of good coverage, I think. Like, he still has Drain Punch, he has Knockoff. Knockoff is gonna be really good in Shitmons because of people running Eviolite, right?
Yeah.
And then we can also do the little annoying Staldy set with Leech Seed. We can also run the Protect or Sub if we want. Like you mentioned, the Sword Stance. We get momentum with this guy with U-Turn as well, and he can taunt. So we think someone's gonna come and try to throw rocks on us. We can stop him with the taunt.
Yeah. And decent stats. 85 attack is pretty good in Shitmons. His defenses are pretty good with an Eviolite. That's like 105 defense and 90 SPDA. With 70 HP is really, really respectable. So yeah, this is just a pretty cool mon. Grassy terrain is always good. I used this guy last season and kind of did not do the best with him, but I feel like Shiro is gonna have a much better team surrounding him than I did. I kind of just had him as a side piece more than like the encore, like the main meal. You know, he's a side dish.
Yeah.
So.
and to be fair, he was actually not gonna be my first pick. He was gonna be like a round 2 pick, but I got sniped by round 1 picks, and so I was like, that's okay. Yeah. So I was just like, we're just gonna go to round 2. I'm done with round 1 pick.
Yeah. And speaking of round 2, what was the round 2 pick?
So the round 2, lo and behold, it is Klotzer the Mega Launcher.
Klotzer the Mega Launcher Pokemon. He got that big cannon.
Yeah, so like, you know, Mega Blastoise had Mega Launcher, and that was really fun to use, right? So we have a mini version, so why not, right?
He's basically Mega Blastoise in this format. This guy is gonna be catching KOs like it's nothing.
Yeah, so he's hopefully can be something close to like a revenge killer. I know he is really slow, 59 speed, but
He's
he
a really
has-
good wall breaker. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good wall breaker, and he has decent bulk, so he should be able to take a hit and then be able to break down some walls, or you know, the bulky mons that people have, right? And we got all the pulse moves. We have like the Aura Spear, we have Dragon Pulse. I don't know if Flash
Dark
Cannon
Pulse?
counts as a pulse. Yeah, we
I
have
don't
Dark
remember.
Pulse.
Maybe Flash Cannon, yeah.
Maybe.
Does Focus Blast count? Maybe Focus Blast counts.
I know Focus Blast does count. Like in the Smogon set, right? It was Focus Blast, I believe. And if you
Sludge
want
Bomb,
to
Sludge
be,
Wave?
if you want to be scared, we can try Sword Stance first and then do it just to be bigger. Oh yeah,
Sword
we
Stance
also have
for what?
Warriors. I don't know. Oh wait, this is special. See, I'm
Yeah.
not here. Who
I was gonna
knows?
say, like, are we running like Crab Hammer? Like, what's going on?
Who knows? We could do something weird. He does have Aqua Jet
What's
for
his attack
priority.
stat?
It's 73.
Not bad in this meta. You could run Sword Stance Aqua Jet. It could go crazy. You
yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like 120, we definitely want to abuse all the pulses, right?
Yeah, and you can still get away with using Aqua Jet as like a way to just pick mons off, because a lot of people won't expect it anyways, you know. So you can like launch a quick, like if he's very low, you can probably just launch a quick Aqua Jet and take him out, you know.
Yeah, and okay, look, I know this isn't doubles, but question, right? So Mega Launcher increases pulse moves, has a 1.5 power increase, right?
It says heal pulse right there. If you're asking about heal pulse, and
does
the
it count
ability,
for heal pulse?
read the ability, read the ability. Go back to Mega Launcher. Just read the second sentence.
Oh, heals 3/4.
It heals 75% HP.
This guy would be fun for a double.
Yeah, it'd be insane with doubles. Like if we do like a low tiers doubles league, this guy's a great support mon.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, he also gets good coverage with like Ice Beam, and he has strong Hydro Pump too if you don't want to use Water Pulse. For whatever reason, I don't know. Hydro Pump might still be stronger than Pulse. I'm pretty sure. So like.
Yeah, Water
you
Pulse
could
is
still
only
use
60. It's 60 base, and so 1.5
Yeah,
it'd be
so
like,
it's like
90.
It's like a stronger Surf. So yeah, you can still get away with Hydro Pump if you need the extra oomph.
Right.
So yeah, just a really strong round 2 wall breaker. I was not super sold on this mod, but Shiro really wanted it, and I think I sold myself the more I looked at it, because this guy's kind of insane. And yeah, this is like a really strong mod, so I love this pick. So what about round 3? We're cooking here.
Shiro about to heal her opponent for the True Tech King says. That's funny. So for round three,
if they endeavor, you're like, nope, heal you up so you can't endeavor me.
I'm not taking that damage.
Yeah. All right, the next one.
The Simple Babero.
Oh, we went Barrel. Oh, he's
yeah.
unaware. That's funny.
He also has unaware. If my opponent is someone who I'm like, oh, they set up much faster, they're much scarier, I'm just gonna run unaware and be like, nah, I ain't dealing with
he has decent HP, right? Like, what's his stats?
His stats 79 base HP, but he has like 60 defense.
Yeah.
So it's a little lower than Klotzer. Right?
Yeah, it's not the best. Maybe if you go max HP, max defense, unaware, you could get away with it if it's like a fire type or something. But yeah, he's mainly just a simple sweeper for the most part.
Yeah, we're doing the simple sweep, you know, with the sword stance here, and then we're just gonna be like, oh yeah,
we have Aqua Jet for
Aqua
Cryo,
Jet, or we have
and Quick Attack.
Stab Quick Attack.
Yeah, Stab Quick Attack, Stab Aqua Jet. We have coverage with like Superpower, Liquidation. You can be annoying and run Thunder Wave, because Thunder Wave is the best status in the game. It is.
Yeah, and we can
Thunder
also
Wave is
yawn
OP.
too if we're worried on them setting up, and if they think we are setup fodder, which I don't think most people will treat Babero as a setup fodder. I hope.
What if you run Charge Beam Babero?
Cats.
What the hell? That's hilarious.
We're playing the RNG game. I mean, like 85 attack to 55 attack, so
it's pretty bad.
passive.
Like, it'd be hilarious.
It's funny, but
hilarious.
passive buffing.
Yeah, this guy. There's not much to say about this guy. He's just a simple sweeper for the most part. If we can run Calyx and he's like okay defensively, you could always try and Scald, Thunderwave, like be super annoying with this guy. But like mainly just simple sweeper, which works really well with Shiro's team right now.
And we can also do the curse set. The curse set would actually be pretty good with the grassy terrain.
Yeah, SD Quick Attack is really good in low tier format. Yeah, King, and so is the Aqua Jet. Like double Prio Stab is gonna be insane. So, but moving on to the next mon, because we don't want to take forever with this, right? So let's go to round 4.
So this one was someone that Kaz suggested, Rabska, the synchronized telepathy. So we're probably going to be running synchronized more than likely throughout the whole format.
Yeah, we can't run. It's not double, so no telepathy, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. But yeah, so this is a SPDF wall breaker, right? So Klotter's also special.
Yeah, this one's also a special breaker,
Yeah.
but this one is also like a setup guy, like bulky. He's bulky.
He's bulky on the SPDF side, right? Very
Yeah.
100.
He's pretty bulky on defense too. 85 is like really good in this format.
He's actually more bulky than Klotter, actually, funny enough.
Yeah, he's definitely more bulky. Yeah, and like he's a fully evolved mon, so he doesn't need to steal your Eviolite slot. And he's super bulky, so you can run this guy like max HP, max defense, or SPDF, and then run like Calm Mind or whatever. He can be your defensive like answer. Does he get T-Wave? I don't know.
He doesn't get T-Wave, unfortunately.
Yeah, but he's like very, very strong. 115 is like right next to Klotzer as well. This guy seems like and he gets dual screens, yeah. So this
that
guy
was one of the
really...
reasons why we grabbed him, for the dual screens and the recovery. So we could actually make him look very consistent, right?
Yeah.
He's
gonna be very good.
He can also set Trick Room for himself, so then he becomes super fast. And like firing off those future sights.
Yeah, future sight. He has Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Earth Power. This guy has coverage for days. Power Gem, Psychic Noise, Psyshock. Like this guy is gonna be insane. Like Shiro's top 4, they could come to every single game. These top 4 are monsters, and three of them don't need Eviolite, so that helps so much as well. So that's very cool. And there's a lot of shenanigans you can do. There's like Cosmic Power I just saw that could be funny as well.
I know on the screen they can't see it because like it doesn't scroll down all the way, but there's also Rain Dance, so we could be funny and set up Rain Dance for the Babero.
Yeah, like a lot of mons get Rain Dance too, so we could set up Babero really nicely. Basically her team right now is just like, all right, do you have enough walls to stop my team from sweeping you? That's kind of what we're going with. Trick Room Klotzer also sounds insane too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Looking.
And the format does allow screens usage. It doesn't allow revival blessings, unfortunately. Or
luckily.
Fortunately.
Fortunately for everyone else but Shiro. All right, round number 5. We got the Mawile. Okay.
Yeah, the 10-point Mawile. So Thwacker was 18, and then Klotzer Babero was 17, Rapsco was 14, and then we dropped down hard to 10 points.
Yeah, which is right at the line of where you're able to start tearing your mons. We do 10 and below. We did not tear a Mawile. This mon's typing is just really good. Fairy Steel is one of the best typings, and it gets Intimidate. And if you look at its stats, it's actually a pretty good defensive mon with 85 defense. Its HP is has a little to be desired, but with Intimidate, that does help a lot, right?
Yeah, and we could also try to do the Sheer Force shenanigans with it. Like maybe it's
Iron
not
Head.
too good, but it just depends on who the opponent is, right?
Yeah, especially if you're running Trick Room. You can do like Sheer Force Play Rough and Sheer Force Iron Head, which is both get boosted, and you can run Life Orb with it, and it's probably gonna hurt pretty bad and it gets like Foul Play in case someone wants to try and set up on it. It gets Pain Split, which I didn't even realize, and Power Up Punch, which is cool. I didn't realize that either.
Yeah.
So it can be used very offensively, but it can be defensive as well. And again, it's another mon that doesn't need Eviolite. We've been really focusing on let's make sure we can use those Eviolites effectively. So let's get us a good team that doesn't need Eviolites as badly. Other than Thwacky, because Thwacky likes Eviolite. Everyone else so far has been pretty good. I'm not super sold on Mawile as a mon because generally it kind of sucks. But with 85 attack and Shitmons, it should be pretty good as a strong defensive wall that can just smack you in the mouth as well. And man, it has some funny techs like Shiro's hovering, Metal Burst could be interesting, and stuff like that. It's a very interesting mon. I kind of am taking over, so my bad. But yeah, go on. What do you like about this mon?
I mean, you kind of said a good chunk of it, right? We can also try again to set up with the sword stance. It does get
you're right.
Sucker
Super
Punch
Fang.
too.
Yeah,
Super
Sucker
Fang.
Punch. And yeah, like King said, a defensive Intimidator with Super Fang is also really good. And it has Stealth Rock.
Yeah. Both Babero and Mawile shares that they both have Stealth Rocks and they have the Super Fang tech. So that's very nice and convenient. Mawile can also do some taunting, so we think they're going to swap to a mon to try to take... they don't think Mawile is intimidating, right? They're like, oh yeah, we can swap to something that can easily just start setting up on this guy. If we happen to get that read and we do the taunt,
Yeah.
They're gonna do something else.
And again, as knockoff, another decent knockoff user. This mon could be very good it could be very good in a defensive set or like even a slightly offensive set. It has like some cool stuff. It gets momentum with baton pass. We do allow baton pass, just no passing positive stats. So as long as she's not clicking sword stance baton pass, she's fine. So just click baton pass, you know?
Yeah, and here's another fun stuff, right? If we think like, oh, we're not gonna do good damage just because like the type of moves Mawile has against whatever it's facing, we can just do seismic toss and be guaranteed to do 50 points of damage.
Yeah, well, it's 100 because we're level 100.
Oh,
but,
right, 100.
So yeah, 100, and you can also run Toxic as well. And you have Pain Split too to get HP back. So this mon can be very annoying, like a very annoying mon. But yeah, we talked enough about Mawile. Let's go to your next pick.
Alright, so we talked about Terra Captains, right? So here's actually our first Terra Captain, Rhyhorn, at 6 points.
Right. Yeah, we got the Rhyhorn at 6 with Lightning Rod. That's very fun. Obviously, it doesn't matter for him normally, but when he can Terra, you can actually start abusing the ability that he gets, Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod's great in like doubles, but now we can make it useful in singles as well. With what Terras did you decide to go with this guy?
For this guy, I believe. Let me see.
I can actually pull this up. We went fighting, flying, and ghost. So
yeah.
Now all those typings have the immunity to electric. It's also really good for flying, obviously, because it's normally weak to electric, but now it's not. And it makes it dodge its ground weakness and makes it also resist fighting. So that's really good.
Yep, that's why we went those Terras. Also, because like he doesn't get. Oh no, he does get Terra Blast, so we can actually use Terra Blast with him.
Yeah, Rhyperior's in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. So big, bulky guy, defensive. This is gonna be our defensive wall against our opponent team. Terra as needed. It's not like we have dedicated Terra captains all the time, right? It's not like I have to Terra this mon the moment he comes out.
Yeah, and it's like King says, it's Lightning Rod is great for the double waters that we have right now. The barrel Klotzer.
Yeah, the barrel Klotzer. Yep.
But
so
yeah,
she helps cover that weakness very well.
Yeah, and some good things this mon has. Again, another Stealth Rock user because Stealth Rock is great. It gets body press, so Terra fighting body press is gonna be pretty fun. He has like over 100 defense, so he also gets some fun setup stuff that we can take advantage of. Excuse me. He gets like rock polish.
He gets rock polish. He also gets sword stats. Every offensive mon so far has had sword stats or form setup.
Yeah.
So good luck at everyone.
Supercell Slam is pretty good for the water types that want to try and deal with you. If you don't go Terra Grass, you can do Supercell Slam. Stab Earthquake is always just really good because if you look at his stats, I don't know if we looked at those yet, but he has very respectable attack. 85 again, 95 defense. So I said over 100, but it's like close enough, especially with Eviolite. A great Eviolite mon right here. 80 HP, so just a pretty fantastic Terra Captain, I'd say.
Yeah, and like even if we're not running Earthquake, right? Because we have the grassy terrain. We could use high horsepower instead. Or if we're feeling a little gutsy, we can try Joe Run with a high crit, banking on the crit.
Yeah. And you got Mega Horn and Poison Jab for like grass types too. Yeah, so it's very good. And King, I would not say this is the biggest wall in Shitmons. Tangela or Type Null are two of the biggest walls. Tangela with Regenerator is insane.
Yeah.
It's very annoying. But yeah, this mon's great. It has a lot of good stuff going for it. And Terra's gonna make it a lot better because it's not quad weak to water and grass.
So it makes it like a lot easier for us to utilize the counterplay with it, because we don't have to worry about them coming in with a fighting move, and like if we happen Terra flying, that damage isn't gonna be as bad, right? Because we're gonna resist it. Yeah,
King Type Null being here is kind of insane, but like he's at the highest price, so you got to spend a lot for him. But he is an insane mon that almost won a chip. I think I can't remember. I think I beat that team. But yeah, okay.
Funny enough, I don't even think Type Null got picked that early in the draft.
He's kind of boring. He's just a pure normal type that runs Eviolite. He has good stats. It's like 95 across the board. Again, I could probably argue that he could get banned, or we start adding stuff that like meets his level. But he is beatable. I beat him with a Charmeleon, so if that if that says anything. My Charmeleon was Specs, though, I believe.
Yeah, they might have built an HP defense type null as the SPDA.
He might have been defensive, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just kind of gotta have good attackers on both sides. What Shiro has, she has a physically imposing mon like Babero that can set up Swords Dances, and a Rhyhorn that can actually 1v1 type null. Especially if you run like Curse or Iron Defense. I can't remember if you get Iron Defense, but you get Curse. Curse Body Press. And then on the special side, she has Rabska and Klotzer. So we just gotta, play around it well. But yeah. But anyways, next Mon, right? Let's move on to the next guy.
So this is gonna be our 7th pick in the thing. And so, we were really cheap for our 5th and 6th pick. So we decided to go up to 19 points. 19 points Rotom in round 7.
Yeah, I could probably argue this Mon could be lowered a little bit, but it's a very good Mon. It gets Defog, so there's that too. And Ghost is a great typing.
Yeah, Ghost Electric with Levitate. So he only has one weakness?
Ghost, he's weak to Ghost and Dark.
Oh, so it's 2. But still, that's really good for him.
Good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And he gets Defog in that deck, so that makes him even better.
Yeah, and this helps with my 2 fighting weakness, right? Well, Mawile is neutral to fighting, but then Babaro's weak to Babero and Rhyhorn if Rhyhorn's not Terra. So that's really nice to have.
And Mawile. For ground
neutral,
it helps.
Isn't it?
Well, no, I was talking about for ground. It helps Rhyhorn
ground.
and Mawile for ground.
I was talking about the fighting. Oops.
Oh yeah, for fighting Rhyhorn and Babero, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's really nice to add to our type chart. I build base around my type chart a lot.
Yeah, she likes to make the type chart all green, very pretty.
As much green as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he has 91 speed, so he's right now he's the fastest thing on the board, right? Because I think
fast.
Flaky was only 80, but Barrow is 71, Klotzer is 59, and Mawile and Rabska is those Mawile, Rabska, and Rhyhorn, they're down there. They have speed.
Yeah, pretty slow fellas, but so this helps the speed. This helps the speed tier. 91 speed is pretty good in this format because a lot of mons, once they get faster than this, most of the time they're very frail and weaker because it's Shitmons, right? So if you dump all your stats in the speed, most of the time you're very low somewhere else. But Rotom, it's it's low in HP a little bit, but everywhere else it's pretty decent. And 95 special attack is really nice. And with 91 speed in this format, you could easily run a choice specs if you want.
Right.
Or you can just run boots and defog and stuff like that.
We can also make this guy defensive as well. I mean, he's not as bulky as Rotom, Heat, and Wash, right? But he can still do pretty well in Shitmon format, especially with double screens. He has both Reflect and I think Light Screen, yeah. And then we can also do the Pain Split, again, being really annoying.
Yep. And he has Willow. Did you say Willow yet?
No, I didn't say Willow yet, but he does have Willow to stop the attackers.
Yeah, Willow, it gets Toxic, Thunder Wave, it gets all the ailments. It's very annoying mon. Super cool fella. It can manually set Electric Terrain if we want that for whatever reason. Boosted Thunderbolts and stuff, I guess.
Make sure we can't fall asleep.
Nightshade if you're bulky. Yeah. Nightshade if you want to be a bit bulkier. I mean, if you want to be bulky with not a lot of attack, you can run the Nightshade if you need to. It gets Signal Beam for them dark types that want to try and fight this guy. You can launch a Signal Beam and catch him. It's a very fun mon. It's gonna be very good. It has Trick. You can run Trick and be very cringe annoying. Not necessarily cringe, but annoying. It'd be cringe for the opponent, but
yeah. I mean, it would be kind of hard to do because you would have to time it right. But you could try Trick and Flame Orb onto a type null. Just saying.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, and you can also just run Choice Specs Trick and just give the type null Choice Specs, and he's a physical attacker most of the time. So it'd be what the hell? What do I do with this?
Yeah, but I don't think he can 1v1 a type null very well besides hindering him, because
you can burn it and then win.
Yeah, it's you would kind of stall it out. I don't know if type null gives any dark moves is the scary part.
I think he does. I don't know if he gets knockoff or not, but if he's burnt, you're gonna you could maybe not necessarily win the matchup, but you'll do pretty good.
Right.
You'll get him in range for sure,
Yeah, and I could try to do some weird stuff.
Yeah. Oh, charge slow.
I can try.
Once he's burned, you can start threatening with Babero, because what's he gonna do now that he's burnt? Babero comes in, it's all right, time to start Swords Dancing.
Wait, Cass,
Oh, it gets rising
he has
voltage with
rising
the-
voltage. You can't see it on screen, guys, but he has rising voltage.
Electric terrain rising voltage.
Electric terrain rising voltage might be a real thing now.
All right. So what about the next one? We're getting close to the end here, I believe.
Yeah, we are, because I think we only drafted up to 11 mons.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one was the Grimer-Alolan. This is supposed to be our grounded poison and dark type mon.
What abilities does he have?
I think mainly we're gonna be using. We could actually use
Okay,
Gluttony,
yeah.
which isn't a bad idea because we can actually get like more HP.
Yeah, you could
sooner.
use those berries that usually pop when they're really low. Like there's like Ayapa berry. I can't remember. There's like a berry that you heal a lot more, but it's when you're lower. Or there's like I think it's Ayapa. So
There's other ones where depending on the nature, right? Because this
Yeah.
one's if you're negative defense, you're confuzzled.
yeah, so you can go up to like you can like fully heal basically instead of or get close to being fully healed. But yeah, most of the time you're just running poison touch to try and like get. You're literally trying to like spread this. You're just spreading cheese touch. You're just touching everything, trying to poison them with the cheese touch, basically.
Right.
If you guys know the cheese touch reference, right? Or am I old?
They might know. They might not know it.
Do you know the cheese touch, Shiro?
No, I don't.
Oh shit!
Well,
It's
to
like
be fair,
from
I live
Diary of
under a
Wimpy
rock.
Kid. Diary of Wimpy Kid movie.
I didn't read Diary of Wimpy Kid, nor did I watch it.
I'm old, guys. It's over for me.
I know Diary of Wimpy Kid. I just didn't watch it.
Yeah, I mean, cheese touch might have came from something before that too, but yeah, that's where I know it. But anyways, yeah, this guy actually, looking at his stats, with an Eviolite, he's pretty good. 80 HP and 75 defense and SPDA with Eviolite.
Yeah.
With stab knockoff and poison touch is going to be very, very annoying.
Yeah, and I can also just look, guys. I can raise my defense more.
Wait, he gets explosion?
Oh, if I'm just like I'm done, we're
Yeah,
just
time
gonna
to blow up.
explode. That's gonna be funny. But yeah,
Yeah.
he also gets gunk shot, so that's fun. We get knockoff. We get the
Power up
memento.
punch.
Yeah, he also gets power pup. Memento is cool because if we think we're gonna be knocked out or we think like our HP is gonna go down too low after we take a certain amount of hits, we can just be like, all right, we're gonna use this as momentum to.
He gets curse as well too. That's pretty good. But
He
yeah,
gets
this is
rock
like
polish.
Yeah, that's what the hell. I didn't know. He got
Why? What rock is this guy polishing? Does anyone?
Well, sometimes people throw rocks away with other trash or something, you know?
I guess. Oh, and he also has priority shadow sneak. I know it's not stab, but hey, who knows, right?
Sometimes it can clean up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can clean up a mon. I've had someone use shadow sneak muck against me, and it really punished me because he got the poison. So you could like get a quick cheese touch in at the end, like right before you die. Like here, get poisoned, like shadow sneak. You know?
Oh, I'm so sad about this black belch.
Belch.
I'm so sad. For those who, well, not many people know, I was looking at Arbok and Survivor.
Arbok
and Survivor, and like, Belch was there, and we were considering it, but then.
Yeah, for Survivor, Arbok can't really use it. Arbok only has attack, but Survivor has 100 attack. So we are really considering like Shuckaberry Belch it on a Survivor set, but I don't think any of us have Survivor, so maybe next time. I want to use Survivor. I kind of pilled myself on him, but yeah, overall this mon is gonna be pretty decent with Eviolite. That is, so this one's definitely Eviolite reliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on to the next one.
All right, so the next guy we have on our roster is our next. It's our. Wait a second. Did we Terra Captain him? Yeah, we did.
Yes.
So this is
I can
our
read these off.
second and final Terra Captain because you're only allowed 2 in this league.
Yeah, it's Water, Dragon, and Normal.
So first of all, there's no Terra Blast. That's why we had to be very specific on this guy's Terra in particular. Terra Dragon, because I believe he has this wonderful move here. If I can find it. I couldn't find it, so I just typed it. Scale
King,
shot.
yeah. It's literally water. He said water me. But yeah, look at the stats. Let's pull up the stats first. So this guy is a pretty good 10-pointer. Has 92 attack and 80 HP, so decently with 80 defense, it's decently bulky, right?
Yeah.
And 65 defense is okay, and then like the 68 speed is whatever, because like you said, we went Terra Dragon because scale shot. We can do fun sets with that, and it gets lightning rod as well. which makes it a really good water type for us because this is our third water, but this is a water not weak to electric. So that does help. And like our grass weakness, it can change by changing its tear typing to like dragon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has a loaded dice. It has a lot of good coverage. We also went normal just because in Natdex everyone gets return, I think, other than Gen 9, I think. So like just a strong like base 100 something return from this mon after like a Swords Dance could be very, very good. And Shiro brought up Rain Dance before. This mon loves Rain Dance because it gets Swift Swim.
Yeah. So we have bonds that can set up Rain Dance really easily for half our team that's all water. So it could be scary for some people, right?
And to our normal quick attack as well.
Yeah. Or if we don't feel like running Swift Swim, because for some reason, I don't know why we wouldn't, we can also do Water Veil if we're worried about getting burned and losing out, because, you know, he is a physical attacker.
Yeah.
So that's always an option as well. We also get the fun Body Slam besides Return if we want to try roll for Para. He can also do Haze to eliminate any stat changes. So if our opponent is setting up and trying to be very scary, we can get rid of that.
You get Scald in case we need to click Scald. But yeah, it's a good SPDF mon too, so it can run Haze and be annoying with Toxic and stuff.
At one point, we almost considered Terra flying just because we have Bounce, but Bounce is kind of like really iffy because they can just swap out.
We forgot that we don't get Terra Blast, or we probably would have went Terra Flying, because Terra Flying is pretty good too. With the Lightning Rod, but no Terra Blast. We're gonna look into seeing if we can maybe add Terra Blast to all mons, but we'll see for next season.
That would be a different thing.
Oh, it gets packed. It gets packed.
Okay, the reason why I couldn't find Scale Shot originally was because it's under usually useless moves.
They're like, yeah, you probably just click Agility instead. But with Terra Dragon, I want to click Scale Shot.
Right. And here's a funny thing we can try to do. If we know our opponent doesn't have a lot of phasing, he does have Whirlpool. So we can try to trap and then do stuff depending on the mon that's on the field with us.
Right.
So, yeah, fun stuff.
Very, very fun mon. All right, on to the next guy. This might be the second to last?
Second to last, yeah. So at this point, we only had like 2 points left, right?
Yeah.
So we picked up on Dolph.
Yep, Dolph, the 1-pointer. It's if you look at his stats, it's not that bad.
It's not.
And
it's not like it's not gonna come to every battle, right? So we don't have to worry about sharing Eviolites between Thwacky, Rhyhorn, Grimer, right? Dolph is also another grass type. So like there's a chance if Thwacky is there, Dolph might not come.
Yeah, or maybe you want them both because it is a normal type, so it does help in the Ghost matchup to help Rotom.
Yeah.
But it gets Harvest, so we can use that if we don't want to use a if we don't want to use an Eviolite on it. You can run Harvest. You can also do Early Bird strats, which I just realized you can run Rest Early Bird and only take 1 turn to wake up. Yeah, I don't know if you really have set up to make yourself bulkier, but depth wise, it's like okay enough, you know?
We don't really have setup, but we do have Leech Seed and Synthesis, so we actually have pretty stable ways to maintain. Yeah, and Strength Sap. So like this mon is here to be really, really annoying, right? And if we think like, oh, we're gonna get knocked out in 2 turns, we can get some momentum by again doing the Memento attack, right? It does have Trailblaze, which is really funny, but we're not that fast.
Weather Ball could be possible if we set up weather and stuff, but and it's also it can be like a bulky grassy terrain setter if we need that instead. So yeah, it is just a mon that has some interesting capabilities that could be pretty fun to use. It's a 1-pointer, so again, might not see it often, but I feel like in certain matchups this thing could really thrive. So you'll see if we end up using it. So with that being said, let's go on to the last mon.
So I don't know if we noticed, but hazard removal, right? Do we have a lot? So with that in mind, that's why we went to the Pineco.
Yeah, now we have Rapid Spin Pineco and Defog Rotom.
Yep.
So unironically, this mon is really good defensively. It has 90 defense. If you want to slap an Eviolite, you can, and that's like 120 defense. It gets Spikes, Rocks. Does it get Rocks? I can't remember. It gets Spikes for sure. Does it get Stealth Rocks?
It does get Rocks. It gets all the hazards. It has Spikes, Toxics, Stealth Rocks. Yeah.
Yeah, you can run Eviolite, you can run Focus Sash, Counter or whatever, It gets spin, toxic, so like it gets dual screens as well. So this mon, obviously, again, not every matchup mon, but this mon can hazard stack for us if it needs to, and it can explode.
It
Or
can
it can
explode,
spin.
and we can also use Gyro Ball with it because it is a very, very slow mon. So we can take advantage of that. We can do a curse setup and then go into Gyro Ball, which is very interesting.
There's things we can do. This mon is obviously, it's a 1-pointer, so it's not, we're not expecting great things, but it has things that we like.
Yeah.
It resists ground and it resists fighting, which helps Barrel and Mawile and Rhyhorn. So it's very capable at what we need it to do. It could be a bulky Rain Dance setup mon for us. And again, it just has a lot of like decent techs and hazards, which we love hazards. So, so with that being said, it's just a mon that could potentially come. So if people don't prep for it, it could end up being a literal bane to their existence. Especially with Toxic, it can do like some annoying stuff with just hazards plus Toxic or T-Spikes, just to get a bunch of passive damage off. And hazards are the name of the game sometimes. A lot of people believe that like obviously poke game and stuff, they're like, you don't need hazard removal, you just attack and keep the momentum up. Well, that's not how it always is. We're not all poke game around here, all right? So the hazards really, really can force opponents to just take and rack up damage like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and here's a fun thing. Because this is Natdex, it does have refresh. So we could just throw this guy out if we think they're gonna status us and be like, here, he can take it.
Yeah, and then you can just click refresh or whatever.
Yeah.
And so yeah, just a fun little mon. And yeah, that is Shiro's team. Do we have like the full roster? Okay, we can just do that. There's Shiro's team. Very fun team. This team looks insane, especially at the top. And a lot of people really like top heavy teams. They really can get the job done. And I don't even think this team's top heavy, but it has a lot of monsters at the top. Like Clawitzer, Barrel, Rapska are just disgusting. And then like Thwacky as well, and Rotom down there that we got lower. It just looks like an insane team. And I'm excited. I'm glad Shiro's here. I'm glad she's, gonna be posting videos. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. And we're gonna put this up on our channel, our Kaz and Shiro channel. And so yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, we're gonna end it there. So yeah, see you guys next time.
Bye. Thanks for joining.